Stephen King's The Shining and Stanley Kubrick's The Shining, made in 1980, both tell the same story about Jack Torrance. Jack is a struggling writer and recovering alcoholic who takes a winter caretaking job at the very isolated Overlook Hotel in the mountains of Colorado. Jack brings his wife Wendy and son Danny with him as it's a long 6-month job. As the snow traps them inside the hotel, the building's evil presence begins to unravel Jack as a person. As though both tellings of the story share the same foundation, they both have similarities and differences in their tellings of the theme and the characters. The main character arc of The Shining is the downfall of our main character, Jack Torrance. One of the factors that helped with the hotel corrupting Jack's mind was that Jack was already a heavily flawed person. Both the book and the movie depict this through his past with alcohol. You set him up and I'll knock him down, right? 1, 2, 3. This quote talks about Jack's struggle with alcohol while talking to the imaginary bartender Lloyd. This is mirrored in the movie as he stumbles across a ghostly bartender in the ballroom.
What'll it be? I'm awfully glad you asked me that, Lloyd.
Both the book and the movie also talk about the impact that Jack's demise had on his family. Danny knew his daddy was changing. Sometimes he was daddy, and sometimes he was the Overlook. This quote shows the sheer horror that Jack's son had for his father. The hotel that Danny is talking about is the pure evil that overtook his father. In the film, the impact on his family, and now focusing on his wife, can be seen in the famous axe scene towards the ending of the movie.
Here's Johnny!
While both the book and movie portray Jack very similarly, the main difference between the two stories comes in how Kubrick and King tell the theme of their story. One of the themes very present in The Shining is love. In the movie, Kubrick does a poor job of making the audience feel that Jack has immense love for his family going into the hotel. He is on multiple occasions dismissive of the needs of his family, unlike the book, where King makes it very clear that Jack and his family are very close.
Dad,
Yes?
I'm hungry.
Well, you should have eaten your breakfast.
I plan to teach him to read, and I also want to teach him to snowshoe. This sentiment of wanting to spend time with his son is not present in the movie. In the movie, all Jack wants to do is write his book and be away from his family.
You're breaking my concentration. You're distracting me. And it will then take me time to get back to where I was. Understand?
Another theme very present in The Shining is redemption versus damnation. Stephen King and Stanley Kubrick could not be more different when addressing this thematic statement. In the novel, Jack is redeemed by his final act at the ending of the story. This gives him back his humanity while saving his family. Run quick and remember how much I love you. However, in the movie, Kubrick takes a different route. Kubrick's movie ends with Jack being the monster that the Overlook Hotel had turned him into. There's no redeeming act for him, and the ending hints at him being in eternal damnation. If I had to choose between keep or cut for this movie, I would choose keep. Stanley Kubrick crafted a wonderfully paced movie that consistently keeps you engaged in the story, and Jack Nicholson has one of the most captivating performances I've ever seen in cinema. Every time he's on screen, he demands your attention, and the movie is also a classic, being a cultural must-watch. The book is also, like the movie, a cult classic and a must-read. At times it can be slow, but like the movie, it keeps you on the edge of your seat.